Hey guys, it's Coach Steve, and I've got this week's workout brief. Starting on Monday, we're going to come in and we're going to work on some strict handstand push-ups. On this, we're going to build some strength on this and try to get everybody stronger through as much range of motion as possible. So we're going to go for 5 reps and build up to a max for you range of motion for 5 reps. If you're close, if you're able to flip up to the wall and do some handstand push-ups, maybe this means that you're coming down to a mat on a stack of weights and slowly decreasing that stack of weights. If you have strict handstand push-ups, that means you're putting your hands onto some weights and trying to come deeper. If neither one of those are an option, then we're coming into a tripod, a pike handstand push-up position, and doing 5 of those, and then slowly bringing your hands up, working on that range of motion, building to 5 difficult reps, spending time on this, building into something that is difficult. And once you find it, if you still have time, continue to play with it. Once we're done with that, we're going into a 9-minute AMRAP. And on this, we're doing a 10 suitcase lunges. You can either do 5 on each side, or you can do 1 round on one side, 1 round on the next. But this is 1 dumbbell in 1 hand the entire time, going down and up. 10 handstand push-ups. This should be something that's not too terribly hard. It will start to add up on this one. And then 10 wall ball shots. What we're looking for on these movements is that you should be able to do these things pretty consistently. Nothing super fast here, very consistent. It's not the longest WOD in the world, but legs are going to start feeling it on the lunges and the wall ball shots. And obviously those shoulders are going to start to burn out on those handstand push-ups. So think about going consistently, feel the burn for 9 minutes. Try to make the rest as minimized as possible. I know it's going to start kind of dwindling at the end, but that means you got to pace it a little better at the beginning. On Tuesday, we're going to really pretty much get right into the workout. It's going to be a 1,000-meter run, which is 5 laps around the building. Come in 20 burpees. 800-meter run, 15 burpees. 600-meter run, 10 burpees. 405 burpees. The goal here is we're going to try to complete that cap at 22 minutes. So this is pushing the pace a little bit. You got to move pretty quickly through these. Obviously, scaling the reps and on the burpees, scaling the distance that you're running is a good approach here if you think you're not able to maintain that timing. This is very much a breather kind of a workout. It's all about pacing. Once we're done with that, we're going to try to hit some core, doing a little bit of glute work, a little bit of side work, and a little bit of front work, trying to make sure that the entire 360 degrees around your body is more stable coming out of this than it was going in. And when we do this cash out, it is reps for quality. I do not care how fast you go, whatever time is left in the class, spend the time working on getting more stable. On Wednesday, we're going to start off by playing with Bulgarian split squats, 3 sets of 8 on each side. I want all of these to be at a pretty decent rep or strength range for you. Kind of one of those things where maybe you have 2-ish reps left in the tank on each side when you do this. Don't go to complete and utter destruction failure. You do have some stuff coming up after this, but nothing too crazy. So go into a place where you can maintain good positions, not hit complete failure, and just build good, solid Bulgarian split squats with good range of motion, squeezing the glutes and that posterior on these is the big focus. After we're done with that, 10-minute AMRAP, 20 push-ups, 15 weighted sit-ups. On weighted sit-ups, you're going to touch the plate to the floor, sit up, and touch the plate to or past the toes for each rep, and then 10 chin-ups. This workout is about muscle burn. This is one of those that the shoulders are going to fatigue in all three movements. The core is going to fatigue a little bit, and it's going to impact all three movements. So they're all going to start burning on each other. Fatigue will be the biggest factor here. Those push-ups will start to break down. Those sit-ups will start to make it harder. The chin-ups will start to make it harder, and everything's going to slowly break down. Going to a place where you can short rest, short breaks, do not hit full and complete failure. You will take too much time to recover from that. On Wednesday, we're going to start off practicing the snatch grip, really wide grip deadlift. We practice this because it's a little bit extra range of motion, meaning that the bottom position is lower than it feels on a conventional deadlift. So you'll have to start at a lower position, building up to a heavy 5 reps with that. Really good form. The form and the practicing of the movement is the more important part than the heavy part. So feel like you have the ability to play with this movement and get better at being in good positions. After we're done with that, we're going into 4 rounds of 4 wall walks, 8 deadlifts, and 16 bodybuilders over the bar. This one is, the goal is under 14 minutes. So it's moving fairly quickly. The wall walks, we're looking for good control. The deadlifts, generally going to go in sets of 1 to 2 sets at a time. It's not the most reps. So you should be able to do this mostly unbroken, but a little bit of fatigue sets in, and definitely don't want to hurt that back. The bodybuilders over bar are fast. I want you pushing the pace on those. It's not a lot of reps. It's not all the way down. It's not a huge impact on the body. You can push. This is just go down to the top of the plank, jump up to go over the bar and do it again. Almost like a lateral jump to going down to the top of the plank. That's what this will feel like. Control, strength, speed between the 3 movements. And that last round is a flat out go. Go hard, go fast, dump the tank with what you have left, moving really, really well. On Friday, we're going to practice the squat clean. This isn't something we do a whole bunch in class. So we're going to practice the squat clean and start to build into some moderate weights or the weight that you're planning to use during the workout, maybe even a hair above. After that, we're getting into a 12-minute AMRAP, 8 squat cleans, 200-meter run. The focus here is to move really, really well. Those squat cleans are very technical movements. Slow down, do them really well. Not touching the floor on that will help, kind of decreases the load on that low back, but the run will make you breathe hard. So breathe hard, come in, focus in, do a really good movement, go back out for the run. Goal here is we're looking for around 5+ rounds on this dude. On Saturday, going to do a partner WOD, 30 minutes, as many rounds as possible. Going for 150 calories between the partners on the bike. Then you move to alternating dumbbell snatches, 100 reps, and then 50 toes to bar. The big thing I want to focus on is on that bike or the rower. I want that to be hard and fast. Think 15 calories, 10 calories per person, and then switch. More switching than not here so that you can absolutely push that pace. If you start to slow down a little bit, it's time to swap. Push that pace on that bike and rower. Get to the dumbbells. Do a number of reps that you can do unbroken. I want the weight to be about something you can do 10 reps at least on. Get through those and swap. Do not take any long rests here, especially with this partner workout. One partner should always be working. Toes to bar should be scaled to a place where you can get 5 reps. If you're working on toes to bar, that obviously is going to be a hard thing for you. Still try to get those toes to bar between the 2 partners. Try to get it done, even if it's to a point where it's one at a time per partner. That can still work to practice, but ideally we're pushing up to that 5 rep range per person on those toes to bar. This one is just one of those that you go, I go till we get the reps done and repeat. No real goal on this other than just keep working the entire time. There is rest involved, so you should be able to push each time it's your turn to go. That's what we have coming up this week, guys. Look forward to seeing you in the gym. Bye.